Hello, friends. I thought I was done my Traveler's Notebook haul for 2025, and in my last video, I had talked about how I was looking for the cloth zippers in particular, and I thought they were going to be released later on. There was a little bit of confusion on my part. Turns out that Traveler's Company and Traveler's Factory products in particular only sell these and specialty items at partner shops for Traveler's Company or Traveler's Notebook. So there are only a few partner shops that get these specialty items on a infrequent restock basis. So I was keeping my eye out, and in Canada, one of the shops is fountainpens, and they had a restock just recently. Let's take a closer look at why these are some of my favorite Traveler's Notebook accessories and why I'm excited to gift these to my family. I love my Traveler's Notebook. That's no secret. One of the particular things I really like about my setup is the fact that I have this beautiful cloth zipper inside of it. I've got this wrapped around one of my refills here, or inserts, and I've embellished mine with iron-on patches, which I have glued on. One of the brilliant things for me is the fact that it has card slots and another pouch in here, and it just helps me to keep organized and use this effectively as an all-in-one wallet. I prefer the regular size. That's just what works for me in terms of my EDC or everyday carry setup. And I'm very excited because, as I mentioned in my last video, my boys and my wife have gotten a Traveler's Notebook as well, and I was lamenting the fact that I couldn't find the cloth zipper. This in particular was from a release from Traveler's Company, Traveler's Factory a few years ago with their B-Sides Rarities lineup, and then it went out of stock. And then there was a couple of limited releases here, but I personally was a little bit confused as to where and when, I finally figured it out thanks to commenters and a few correspondences. It turns out that certain stores are Traveler's Factory partner shops, which means that they get a little bit more accessibility to the greater lineup available. Things like brass charms and accessories like the zipper pouch and certain refills. Now, right off the bat, I should say that there are cheaper alternatives of the zipper cases available out there. You can take a look at Amazon and Etsy and things like that. The ones I'm talking about in particular today are from the Traveler's Company. These are Traveler's Company branded and made in Japan product. The price at the time of this video for these products, 60 Canadian dollars for the regular, or 43 US dollars at the time of this video, give or take, and 48 Canadian dollars for the passport size, or 34 US dollars, give or take, at the time of this video. Now, I don't have the alternatives available to me. I've never picked one up. Are they similar in quality? Perhaps. I don't know. I would suspect, just like anything out there, similar in some aspects and perhaps different in other aspects. You can also look at leather versions of these zipper cases available from other companies. I've seen one YouTuber who has actually gone to the Traveler's Company, Traveler's Factory store in Japan and was able to pick up a leather version of the zipper case only available in store in Japan. We're going to talk about the zipper cases here. I like to call them zipper pouches because that's what is, in my mind, the distinguishing feature. But they are called zipper cases, and they're cotton zipper cases, so they've got a little bit of a waxy cotton canvas material feel to it. Texture is smooth, has a little bit of bite, and they come in 3 different colors. I've got 2 here. There's the brown, there's the olive, and then there is the beige version, which is a little bit lighter and a little bit more yellow. I ended up picking up the brown and the olive because that's what my family wanted. Now, I should say also that these things sell out fast. I picked mine up at Wonder Pens and it was sold out within 24 hours. They're in high demand. It's very popular. And as I said, if you're really interested in getting one and these aren't available at the time, there are alternatives out there that you can take a look at. But what I would do is go to your favorite partner store. You can click on notify me on their products, on the zipper cases, and when they're back in stock, you will get a notification email and you can pick one up. This is as simple as it gets. There's a little bit of leather stitched on here for the flap. Inside the flap, it's basically a large pouch, card slots, and a zipper pouch. Now, on my traveler's notebook, you may have noticed that my orientation is upside down. I like to keep my zipper at the bottom here. I just like my zipper at the bottom. I don't like it at the top. Just a personal preference thing. You can do it however which way you want. I'm not fond of the passport size for me in particular, but my boys are. They're really keen on getting one of these for themselves. And so the passport version has basically got one card slot. Take a look at this way. One big slot, I should say. I don't know if it's really card size, perhaps, but you're definitely going to have a little bit more sliding of the card. And then the other aspects are basically the same. One card slot, one larger slot here, and then the zipper pouch here. These are YKK zippers. I'm told those are really good zippers. It should last a long time. I've had my zipper case for 5-6 years now, I think. It's just about somewhere in there. And it's held up really well through the wear and tear. I find it really useful for carrying change, cards, as I mentioned, and other ephemera that I pick up as I go along. The only thing that I would want a little bit better is this flap. Pretty flimsy, right? There's no backing or anything inside of it, right? So if you're really rough with your traveler's notebook, and I have been at times, and if it's open and for some reason you're flinging it around, I'm trying to remember which scenario I did this in. This flap, because it has no sturdiness, it does open and things will go flying. So I've been debating of just getting a little bit of thin magnetic tape or strip here and putting a little bit of a clasp there and letting it magnetize down on itself. And I might just do that, just glue a little bit of magnet strip on either side here. It gives me a feeling of safety just in case I am going to open up my notebook and fling it around for some odd reason. But I'm really excited for my kids, and I think this is going to conclude the stationery haul, or the traveler's notebook haul for 2025, and I look forward to how they're going to use their zipper pouches and how they personalize it.